too busy posting up those shitty memes. Too busy posting. Found or think. It makes whatever.
Well, it says we're live. I don't know how accurate that is. I don't know if they did it right. I could have totally messed everything up. I could have totally messed everything. I think it's starting to calm down now.
No.
Does that? Are you the one that's watching us live? Are you the one that's watching?
No.
Whoever is watching, I'm sorry. I don't know if this looks good or not. I don't know.
We have a
Say something. Well, we're trying. Alright, so, hey, you know what? This is a thing. I don't know, maybe I should stop recording and just let YouTube do its thing, because maybe the fact that I'm doing recording and streaming is probably not helping. Alright, does that seem to improve? Alright, hey, I can at least hear you guys a little bit better now.
Let me
let's do that. Alright, so we got it today on Geek-Men and the Masters of the Thunder Nerds. This is the season 3 finale. We have special guests Liam Gill and James Matthew Byers. We're going to geek out about all things The Mandalorian. We're going to geek out about all top 10 moments on the show. And generally just geek out all over the place about anything and everything that comes up. We have a special surprise towards the end for Bo. And we're also going to save some of those specific Mandalorian spoilers towards the end, so you don't have to jump off if you're not caught up. So you don't have to jump off if you're not caught up. Shame on you. You're not caught up on that. And all right, I'm going to now try to play our theme song. All right, try to play our theme song. So let's do that. So let's do that.
Are we
No, I don't think we're supposed to be hearing it.
No, we probably aren't.
No, I don't think we're supposed to be hearing it. No one else does. I hear it. No one else does. Probably. It's almost over. At least I'm hearing it, and that's all that matters. It's almost over. And that's all that matters. Alright guys, so what's going on? Alright. It's been, I don't know, alright guys, so what's going on? We've Disney Plus hit, I don't know, a crazy week. Some good, some bad. Bo, it took a while for you to get logged in. Some good, some bad. A little bit of Bo, it took a while there, right?
We
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're right. Something like that.
Right.
It was phenomenal Mandalorian Spoilers. It was pretty intense week at the school. A lot of moments this week. A lot our week. Added a lot of voice. Added a lot of voice into collection. Always.
Right. Mythic Legions. Yeah. Mythic Legions. Yeah.
Yes. Friday. You know, they're great ways to watch the first episode of the Mandalorian later we're interested in the episode itself. How the I think that made way not to work with Geek-Man. I love what I do. It was a really intense week, but we're together. And same thing with kind of I love this generational movement with our bringing together generations, parents, watching stuff together,
Right.
Yeah,
I know, but an act was pretty active. Willow, of course. Yep.
You know, favorite Nintendo was I use it today, and a lot of And we were looking at this novel, and
I'm game. Like Ron, and see if we can see like a key Martin.
Great. The whole day, that would be fantastic.
Yeah. I don't know. It's like those projects like maybe talking about this.
Yeah. Kilmer.
Then Dan would be grown up. What was it? The Florida Dan would.
Yeah.
It's really cool. It's just. I'm excited. I don't know. I'm excited. And Ron is a good film. Lucas did.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is great. This is great. And we got the Star Wars Marvel show. Your fantasy. They were like really cool. It's really cool that my kids that was the first time I saw 77. I mean, just like home later. Willow, I can't wait him.
Was with Renee return, and then he just still about 80s fantasy and stuff that were for children's films. It's just I don't know. They were just magical. Wow. They're return to form. Can we pull stuff to the everybody can go around. Just like everybody can go around with this logo, but the shadow arm.
Yeah, without spoilers. Yeah, without spoilers. I can tell you, I love the fact that it feels like a Western, and I love this. I can tell you, I love the fact that it feels like a Western Star Wars TV show and forever. Because I loved Firefly first of all, and I love Star Wars. I love Star Wars. It feels very. I don't know, like very gunslinger Western. I don't know, like just gunslinger Western, like for years. Just everything that I've wanted for years. I was excited when they said they were going to do an Underworld. I was excited when they said they were going to do an Underworld like Boba Fett TV series. I was excited when they were talking about a video game of the. We were talking about a bounty hunter in the Underworld. It's like that sounds cool. And then all those things sort of went away, and then this, and then all those things sort of went away, and then this more excited emerged. It's great. I couldn't be more excited. It's great.
Liam.
no spoilers. No spoilers. Okay.
Just where you looking at, Jeff?
I guess if I like the pacing
Yeah.
of it.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
It's forever. I'm cool.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. If this never ended, I would be fine with that. Yeah. If this never ended, I would be fine with that.
Too knowledgeable time.
5 years after Return of the Jedi. 5 years after Return of the Jedi.
It's in the middle. It's in the middle. Basically the old and the new.
No. No.
The first order.
Yeah. The First Order isn't here yet. Yeah. The First Order isn't here yet. Empire's still pretty much dead. It's Empire's still pretty much dead. Maybe. Sorry. Maybe. Sorry.
Take the storyline. Western thing, and all the tropes, when you come to town, and Raider comes to town, and bring he does has it, the score is the way for me. Traditional full and they do it. They went with the score.
Yeah.
Such a difference. Because it went so much. Maybe like dig it up,
I wasn't into it at first. Yeah. I wasn't into it at first. Go ahead.
He's not super awesome. Like he can still take hits and stand damage.
Yeah, there's danger there. He could get his butt kicked. There's danger there. He could get his butt kicked.
He's got so important. It's also important. If the character's just gonna just like taking and off every single. There's way to get constant action on the show. Movies and stuff. Powers just really, you're like, oh, okay, maybe but not yet.
Absolutely, man. You're talking about the hate, the brother, Jason Maloney is bad, or when he works with with his Jungle Book and Lion King, he's got an eye. So I love Ace like that or anything like true dad, my dad, This is really brought my dad. First he didn't want to watch, and then when he heard, you hear this man walk the man who walks scene, that was much, but yeah, man,
Yeah.
It's like a futuristic statement.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's already. I can't imagine it not. I can't imagine it's not.
I know they're already working on season 2. I know they're already working on season 2, but.
Brother's name's Jockey. I'm gonna take that Johnny for Mandalorian helmet with the two. Whoa.
It was going to be a twist.
Yeah.
I was so excited in that project.
Yeah.
And it just devastating. And it fits exactly what I feel like anyway. So I'm just glad that it had something. If not, it's better.
Yeah, I do kind of do kind of think this might be better.
Everyone
knows who Boba Fett is. Everyone knows who Boba Fett is. Part. At least from the movies, and you see, very cool movies, and you see, and then, very cool. They read the, expanded universe. They read the, they know expanded universe. How they know, and how just awesome, how hardcore he is. How hardcore he is. He's no joke. He's way cooler than Jango Fett. Way cooler than all the others. And all the others. So just the fact that it's like this is just new territory. We're not new territory, new ground. We're not treading over new ground, or what you've already read or seen. It's just like okay, this is someone else, and just the possibilities. I like it.
One of the
right. Because it certainly doesn't seem like they do.
Yeah, I guess we can talk about that. There's a couple of actual clues.
Yeah. There's one scene. Yeah, and it just goes to show you, things just goes to show you, like, common knowledge as everyone else seen. Common knowledge as everyone else seen. Like, I don't exactly know. Like, I don't. This happened, and I don't know how to explain it. And this happened, and I don't know how to explain it. And Star Wars, everyone else knows one that knows Star Wars opening for. It's like one of fans. Perfect opening for. And the reason I'm making really weird faces is because my allergies. The reason I'm making really weird faces is because my allergies are super hardcore today. It is so painful that. It is so painful. The urge to sneeze keeps coming and going, and I can't get rid of it. So that's why I look even more messed up. That's why I look so. I apologize. Even more messed up than I do normally. So I apologize.
You're fine. They won't do it.
Yeah, fix it post. Just put an emoji over my face. Fix it post. Just put an emoji over my face. Just replace.
I'm actually.
Or just Lion-O over my head. Just replace with Lion-O over my head. Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
One of the things that I love so far about those shows is the fact that so far they've left both and watch. Create all. We don't know a lot of. They names, for example, and maybe what happened. Again, like I said, it's definitely. I worry always watching the show. It would propel me to go back and watch the movie, watch cartoons, comics. I mean, it's just great show. and it's definitely got action. I haven't decided years of anything, and it just completely brought me back to a whole other level of fandom, and it's just, and it's all reset. For me, I feel like now I've been our stories, and then it just really make this feels like the movie and what they did, but instead he better. As for knowledge was changed. With the legends and then everything happens well. So this race all this stuff that we is just based on what I've seen on post-messaging like that. Really to me, very widely it's all fan base. There's no reason there's a lot of in Star Wars and so I hope it stays so it's not
I would wholeheartedly agree there. I would wholeheartedly agree there.
There's not this feeling like how are we going to fit Jedi or Skywalker into the story? We're not ready for that. We don't feel the feeling that wait, this is their territory. That's kind of behind us. And it's just kind of like it's different. I think it's why the show's working. And that's break from the main storyline of Star Wars.
Right.
So yeah.
Yeah, but like you said, James, it definitely. I would agree that it feels like it's renewed my vigor. Enthusiasm for Star Wars. I'm excited about it again. Like, I used to have a Star Wars Christmas tree. I used to have a Star Wars Christmas tree. I had a Darth Vader helmet, and I had a Darth Vader helmet at the top, and lights looked like stars. The lights looked like stars. I used to have that, put that up every year. I used to have that, put that up every year in my man cave. While now, and I haven't because it's exhausting to put up too many trees in the house. It's exhausting to put up too many trees in the house. And two. I wasn't that excited about Star Wars. That excited about Star Wars. Like that excited about it. Wasn't. But now it's like that excited about it. Ooh, I want to deck it out. Now it's like now I kind of want to put a Mandalorian helmet on there. I kind of want to put a Mandalorian helmet on there. Or it's like and get like Mandalorian ship ornaments and the Mandalorian that. I think that would be fun. That would be fun. But
the bone.
Yeah, the mythosaur skull. Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. You get like those.
Yeah.
Different machines or you just straight get one that's bone.
Yeah.
Yep.
Freaking on. Well, if I we were all being bigger and urged, like here I am, like clearly, like on the window notice, far left work yesterday. I Googled the toy and like to see the best file. I'm not. Do I not? I'll get my food, whatever. Bar shop. I have this thing. So that research. I just having to eat there later to the show. And all sides toys. I definitely if I go pretty sure they release them on before I still have to go do everything. But there is a that comes with the memory and that better believe that's going to be like we'll build that now.
I have. That is also one of the great things. Nick Nolte. That is also one of the great things in that character in that role. And that's like. I don't know. Yeah. I have spoken. I have spoken.
His character's so great.
His character's so great. I love it.
It's just.
I have a question. Wait.
Yes.
Liam has said it more than once. He's the biggest fan of Star Wars. And he's enjoyed the Mandalorian. Would like to know about the Mandalorian. Brought you back in. So
ever since we were kids, I was into the stuff. I don't care about lightsabers, space magic, like scale, real fast, like monsters. And then that Mandalorian has all those.
Yeah, that's true. That's definitely true. That's true. For me, definitely true. I can totally agree with that. When I was a kid, I can totally agree with that. When I was a kid, it was all lightsabers for me and all the Jedi. And that's all I could want. So when the prequel trilogy came out, I was flipping out. Here's the Jedi in their prime, right? It wasn't until I read the Expanded Universe and read the X-Wing series by Aaron Alliston and Michael Stackpole. I fell in love with the space battles. I fell in love with the space battles. So now it's like those books and I see the space battles. It's like, oh man, it's like one of my favorite scenes is like one of my favorite scenes battle in the Revenge of the Sith, where they're flying in and flying flying out, zipping in and out through the ship and that space battle. It's like space battle. It's like not to mention. I was actually at Celebration 2. When they unveiled that scene. When they unveiled that and showed it to everybody. Celebration 3 rather. I went to both of them. They showed everyone at Celebration 3. An early scene of that. Where it was just drum. Huh? Yeah. So it was just that scene and that music as they're zipping in through the ships, and I was just like, this is amazing. Amazing. So it took those books before I was willing to sit through the space battles and then fall in love with them. Before it was just like, okay, let's get to the lightsabers. Okay, let's get to the lightsabers. But now I love it. But now I love it. I love Solo. I love Solo. I love Mandalorian. It's just, and I love it in the Mandalorian. It's everything I want. It's everything I want.
See, I'm like, in my for Star Wars, it's always been Jedi, the Sith, and the bounty hunters, and more so the Mandalorian, their lore. And I love the old Republic, the Mandalorian, the Mandalorian, like legions and just the whole concept of the Jedi and Sith wars and all that. But so I kind of like, I love the Force and I love the Jedi are almost like wizards. They're kind of a combination of my brain, but I am a wizard. These guys were rogues. They use magic all the Force, but they have left like a sword. And you have the scene in my back, the first time I saw that, I still remember watching that movie in the theater. I mean, I remember the first Star Wars when I sat through it, but with the bounty hunters were all like, lined up, and they come through and talk, and I saw all those met me the first time. I mean, I just lost in myself and character that time. When that board never stopped caring. I got brains flat now. I have an actual autographed piece of art common of the comic book of Fred. So he was flashing in the background, and my brain moment came over the artist. But it's one of my side sessions, and I know that I got it. Was still much probably now. And the whole Mandalorian, but it was helmet, armor looked like cool, but space wrong. Bring one, I'll be stuff. And the Mandalorian, it's been so many things to the front of my eyeballs. I've only visualized rain, reading, the bad things. I guess I don't think I've ever or decided
any. Hey, did that artist happen to be Dave Dorman?
That's it. Dave Dorman.
Yeah, I'm pointing to that. I'm pointing to that. Most likely, he's done a ton of Boba Fett, but I'm pointing to that same picture, I think, that I have on my wall beside my desk.
Got the Slave One on there, right?
Slave One and Mythosaur, and it's him shooting his blaster.
Yeah. Ooh, that. Man, I think I got that like 98 maybe.
Yeah, I met Dave Dorman and Jeremy Bullock Boba Fett and played Boba Fett and at Celebration 2 and at Celebration 2 and that's where I bought it from his booth. And that's where I bought it from his booth. It was awesome.
That is pretty cool, dude. Wow.
It's probably my favorite thing in my Star Wars collection.
Hey, that and I don't have it now, but I had a lifetime Yoda for Lucasfilm Archives that I got in 98. Around the same time I got that painting, and because Yoda and Boba Fett are always like my favorite characters, and Anakin / Vader and Obi-Wan now from college /Mythic, but Yoda and Boba Fett have always been like, oh God, I mean, just the Empire Strikes Back. I think because I was 3 when the first Star Wars came out, so I loved it. Got my grandmother even like the next weekend, like she shows up at the house and then like there's a hand and I tap on her hand and she pulls around an R2D2 figure and I can remember this and I was like, oh, but I was in first grade when Empire Strikes Back came out, so I'm sitting there. And just everything about that movie, the data stuff, just, they had this great hand puppet of Yoda from Kenner, and that's one of my favorite Yoda collectibles ever. So,
yeah.
Of course, I remember Boba Fett on the package in 79 the order, and of course we have the infamous starring rocket Boba Fett figure that's like, you get that prototype, man, it's like so much money, you just retire Boba Fett, but...
Yeah, I hear you. I don't think the first Star Wars movie I saw in theater was the special edition. The special edition because I was too young for that. But I saw all of those. At the midnight release. My mom took me. I can remember standing in line. It was so much fun. People were dressed up. It was great. But
I think the thing that I like Star Wars as a whole is this many good conversations about it.
Yeah.
Literally laughing, crying, all my awful Star Wars. Yeah. Now we release. You know what the Return of the Jedi. There when Luke is looking at us, everybody.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I don't think any of them will be there either. I don't think any of them deserve a Space Ghost.
I for so just a shot of blue. Smile, and it's just forward. There. No.
That wasn't why. That wasn't why. That wasn't why they got him. That wasn't why they got him. Because Qui-Gon taught him how to do that. Because Qui-Gon taught him how to do that.
But that's it. That's it.
Yeah.
That's worse. How did
Well, here's the thing. Qui-Gon figured it out, and Yoda figured it out. And at the end of episode 3 said, "Hey, I have special training for you because I have special training for you because Qui-Gon found his way back from the dead, and I'll teach you to commune. I'll teach you to commune with them." Well, there was actually a not Disney, but Lucasfilm where it was an episode 1 book, and after. Well, it was actually quite a bit, and you heard it in episode 2. When Anakin's killing the younglings, the Tusken Raiders, the Tusken Raiders. You hear Qui-Gon say, "Anakin." You hear Anakin. You hear him. So it's him trying to come back. Apparently, in one of these books, it said he became his Force guide. So Anakin would hear him, and that was sort of the theory. And then he eventually came back. He eventually was able to full on commune in Force Ghost form. But it took a while before he could figure that out. Then he managed to teach Yoda this. Yoda then taught Obi-Wan. Anakin found out from Qui-Gon. So that's why they got their Force Ghosts.
Technically, we kind of saw all this play out, but we never really got to see any of this. Technically,
technically it didn't happen because it was expanded universe.
That doesn't matter.
Well, you actually did see.
I don't know if you guys have seen them or not. They're several really back. Liam Neeson play.
Yeah.
Qui-Gon communicated with it. So there are pretty cool. I love them.
Yep.
I took my son started 3 years like that. Definitely maybe again, Star Wars out there, but there are just like week and create Christmas. Then Star Wars was good for and later died and
Yeah, I just like. I do like seeing Anakin again, but Anakin it would be nice if when they died, they returned to their prime. They returned to their prime. Essence, so everyone's Force Ghost should be the young ones, but they're young versions. Their body's been rejuvenated, and they're young again, and they're young again, and they're not full of aches and pains, and all that kind of stuff. I think that would make sense. I think it probably should have been. Sebastian Shaw still at the end, because he just had more hair follicles. Yeah, some Ghost Icy Hot. I hear ya.
I just thought it was funny. It was based on the merit system. I guess because I'm doing Dragon really good and keep your body and come back and have my body still. But technically, if you think about it, some hopefuls,
Were they?
What was the theory that
It's like, oh, congratulations, you just became a good parent.
Yeah.
A little late on that. Right.
Yeah, well, better late than never. Well, not entirely. That is kind of weird. That is kind of baffled me. He's just like, I failed. Something that I'm gonna go into hiding. It's just like, really? All right. Well, he must have. I suppose it played out. I suppose it played out. Obviously, Yoda couldn't stalemate, and then Yoda's just like, okay, I'm gonna save myself because I saw a vision of me training Luke, and that's what I have to be there for. I don't know, or something, but I don't know.
Yoda would die until Luke straight up, just like. I hate the one to taste. Just a second.
I mean, in reality, though, is what they should in every horror movie is first mistake they make is splitting up. They should have gone after Vader together and just cut him in half. Gone after Vader together and just cut him in half. And then gone after Emperor together and just cut him in half.
Or what if during that fight when Obi-Wan was fighting Vader and he held his lightsaber to let him kill him? What if Vader would have stopped right there and seize him?
Right.
It's like, you thought we were going to kill him? 10 days of torture, buddy. 10 days of torture, buddy. And then he's like, it's all old knees. It's all old knees. Oh, no.
He's old knees.
It's old knees. They just Billy Club in the back of his old head. Clack.
All right. Speaking of Dragon Ball, though. We never did get to talk about Brawly. We never did get to talk about Brawly, whatever you want to call him, or Broly, whatever you want to call him. It was.
I believe 3 times in the original.
I enjoyed it quite a bit.
And I don't even watch Dragon Ball.
I enjoyed it quite a bit. I loved binging Super. I loved binging Super. I thought that was fantastic.
Did you binge the dub or sub?
Dubbed. Well, I both actually, because I got to a certain point where the dubs weren't so released. Then I had to go on and watch the subs.
Yeah. Done.
Yeah, so I might go back and watch the dubbed versions.
Yeah, they finished the whole solid.
Which is to me is heartbreaking because I'm not done with that series. I want more.
It'll be back. Don't worry. They just get it figured out. Not even. How can we change somebody with hair or force them by another actor?
Right? I don't know. Maybe they have to limit someone. Have
we done the pink one yet? Yes. We've already done it.
He could do a rainbow, or just combine with someone else. Has he combined with? What's the pink dude's name? Yeah, Mojang Boo. He hasn't combined. He hasn't combined with Mojang Boo yet. He's. Did they? Huh.
Yeah.
Gohan. Gohan. I did think the whole combined thing was funny. I thought that bit was funny.
the fusion. And it's like, okay, now you have to wait a half hour. And it's like, okay, now you have to wait a half hour.
And during that tower period of an hour, bring it up. I'm thinking about. I'm the same thing. I'm like, man, it's alright.
It's like, yeah, it's alright. It's like, yeah, it's alright. Well, I mean, like, in reality, I mean, like, what else was? In reality, what else was? Let's see. Oh. Well, let's see. Oh, yeah, it is. Yeah, they need to do more with Brawly. They need to do more with Brawly, though. Well, exactly. Well, exactly.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah. Like I said, R.I.P.
Yeah, they gotta train. They gotta get trained to be able to get green hair.
That would make sense.
Kakarot needs green hair. Needs green hair. Yeah, because then he would straight up look like a carrot. Orange skin, straight up green hair. Orange skin, looks like a green hair. Kakarot, you look like a carrot. This form is absurd. You look like a carrot. This form is absurd. Yeah, Frosted Tips. I can't abide a absurd form like this. I can't abide him. It's inferior. Absurd form like. I've ascended your carrot form. Ascended your carrot form. Kakarot. Just love it. Just love it.
Yeah. Don't worry. Come. Just and enjoy.
Oh, I am. Here's another thing about the Mandalorian. Rewatched a show. Hardly ever rewatched a show. I hardly ever rewatch anything with as much. Content as there is nowadays. I rewatched each of these episodes 3 times. There's only 2 episodes. There's only 2 episodes. I've rewatched them 3 times. I've rewatched them 3 times.
I'm so glad that it came out with the Witcher series, the Witcher series.
Yeah, speaking of Witcher, it hasn't even released yet. It hasn't even released yet, and it got renewed for a second season. It looks great.
Yeah, I heard that.
It looks great. I love Henry Cavill. Yeah. Yeah. You've seen what?
Yeah, you're right. Maybe
You think I watched all the trailers for Mandalorian and never revealed anything.
That is true.
And then you go show your like, oh my god, this is better than I thought it was going to be.
Oh, sweet. Yes.
Yeah.
I don't really know much about Witcher other than it has Henry Cavill and it was a video game. I'm down. So to watch it. I won't play it. Right.
Basically,
What? Yeah.
So when you're done with it,
What? Yeah.
your daughter will be
Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing. I don't have that much time. I could dedicate time to video games, but then I'd be literally everything else that I need to be doing. So,
it's one of those things where it's like, hey, I could play a video game, or I could do something for the magazine, I could do something for the magazine, or I could write. You are trying to write a novella right now. I should probably be writing. It's like, dang it. Dang it. And it's like that Star Wars Fallen Order game came out yesterday. Oh, hey, are you going to play that? And everyone's like, oh, hey, are you going to play that? It looks a lot like Force Unleashed or whatever. And it's like, you love those games. Force Unleashed or whatever. I did love those games. It's like, yes, I know, I did love those games.
Reviews say the game are good. It's a lot of trouble with the Star Wars games and just
it looks good. Yeah, it looks good for good reason. For good reason.
You guys really good video games?
Yeah, well, not a whole lot, but I mean, we've had a few guests on that are big into video games that talk about it.
I really want to pick this Stranding.
Oh.
I'm enjoying
Death Stranding.
It's really good.
You mean Death Stranding should actually be called Norman Reedus and the Magic Fetus or something? Norman Reedus and the Magic Fetus or something? I saw this meme and it's like, yeah, Norman Reedus and the Magic Fetus. It's like, it's gonna be Norman Reedus and the Magic Fetus. It's gonna be backwards on here, but it's like this picture someone did. It's like, oh my gosh, that is just like, oh my gosh, that is perfect. I love it. I saved it.
That's really how it's the way you get online. It's people. It's really cool experience. I mean, it's fun playing offline. And you can play but offline experience is pretty cool. I'm finding out new features every day about because it doesn't tell you anything until it happens, and then it's like, oh, okay, now that you know about it,
yeah.
You're like, oh, okay.
It doesn't have like an hour and a half long. Tutorial.
No, the whole first part of the game was like 6 hours, like a giant movie all together.
Well.
It's like a game. It's very long.
They have probably. I was ahead. Those you get to people do jobs. I heard that they go in there. Yes.
I found that way they get a puzzle player. And you get like an otter hat. Like an otter hood. Because
I need them to put in a that way we get that way you are a drug dealer, know it.
I miss him. I think I found the really long beret. I think he's in the game. Nick, I forget his name. They're characters. But yes. I haven't seen Jeff yet. We somewhere.
And then maybe something will get the Jedi Falls on order. Hoping it does really good. And then somebody said good Mandalorian game.
That game I would buy. That game I would buy. Yeah.
Yeah. That show. Watch it. You watch it. It was like.
Yes.
I want
Yeah. I would totally play. I would totally play. Yes. I would totally do that.
Yes.
I would throw away everything in my life.
I would throw away everything in my life.
Okay. Okay. If only. They need to. If only. They need to. They need to. They need to.
Buy us out.
Yeah.
We're cheap.
Also, the Skype call, the video just be all of a sudden you like black and like come back with hats on.
Which is funny, cause like, yeah, it's like it's funny because like as much as it's funny because like as much as sort of bashed like Disney over the years because sort of bashed obviously did not appreciate them obliterating the things that I enjoyed about Star Wars. But then all of a sudden it's like Disney Plus comes out and I'm like, all right, Disney Plus comes. Let's I'm like, all right. Let's how about a hug? I'm back, baby. How about a hug? Bring it in. I'm back. Bring it in, Mandalorian. Bring it in. Bring it in, Mandalorian.
Do something so totally redeemed.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly right. That's exactly right. I mean, I've written jokes obviously nothing because I'm not famous or anything. But I've written jokes or anything. But I've written jokes into episodes of this sitcom that I've written. Sitcom that animated adult animated Rick and Morty / sort of Family Guy Rick and Morty / Family Guy where it's literally essentially making fun of Disney. And it was funny because I wrote them after they bought Disney before they even released the movie. And it obviously my show hasn't made yet, but it's kind of eerie how it came true. And it's like okay, well, and it's like okay, well, interesting. Anyway, moving on. But
it's funny that when we're talking about I know we were talking about. I know we don't want to talk about games. We also have been talking about maybe more.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure.
So
Yep.
Because
a little bit.
Yes. Do you want to take it?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay. I was talking with Justin. I don't know if people know there are lapse between season 2 and 3 was, all between season 1 and 2. And I know we had commentary still have. But we were still a bit, and that was all in my hand.
You're fired.
No. Never. No.
Fired herself. And we had got to talking. And we worked with that. Of course, we had some feelings about it because we didn't. Yeah, obviously it's going to be good for either. But It was. I felt like I was slower just because having to deal with like personal issues and side projects and deal with other projects taking on too much. And I hated the whole hometown show so much. And when I was doing the show, we were always having to work. We were able to interview all the time. But we couldn't do like cover the news or we started, and then we just kind of we're doing it because that's so next I'm trying to step down as a permanent co-host, and we're going to have a ton of different co-hosts, and essentially there's going to everybody's going to do something. One of the people I had they were in James. And it's just I initially thought James being permanent replacement. And felt like hey, it's not that we have people come in, you don't come in. And so I'll still be coming in every now and then. And James will be every now and then. And when you know, it's coming in, just have like any old lady that we've had fun with, come in, do things does can the show can be what it was perceived to be. And the show can take off and take what it's not be not that but I really feel like it would be more fun. Do more stuff like show all. This could be the show all. Just on a scale. So kind of down as Nick. I will be around. James will be around. We're always somebody around. And season 4 will be different. And I honestly think it'll be better. Anything that It was rough. Because I was the longest time. I didn't want to hurt that because I love I didn't think that didn't want to be rendered that this was something personal with me. It was something maybe I didn't want to hit because it was just me. And I hated that my low energy showed that down. I really should be better. So I'm kind of asking James, asking other people, and he's done better. Because I don't want to be able to talk about like, what did happen to be better, and I that stuff. As opposed to hearing interview.
Call on more of the Thunder Nerds. Call on more of the Thunder Nerds.
Yeah. Calling all the Thunder Nerds. There's people that call. It is like Liam cheating here. He's coming here so many times. He's like one of them so many times. He's like one of them.
Oh man! Season limited. Welcome.
Pretty good. But it's just they opened up. Yeah, just call on all these people that we've had, call on people that we know, that we love, having them, consider some people in the community that we know, and they're good at this, and want to this, that way it'll be more regular. So just look for that. Just look for that next season. Next season when we prepare.
Yep. And in light of that, I sent Bo something here.
Sent me this. I'm not showing the address because I neglectfully forgot to black out the thing, but I have not opened this yet.
Yeah, he was instructed not to open it until the show.
Also, I'm instructed not to ban.
That's what you get for betraying me.
Trusted you, Anakin.
This. Yes, this live on here with me on this. Whatever it is. Okay. Cardboard. I can open up just this one end. It'll be fun. Okay. Forgive me because this is live on air, but I'm not risking breaking it in here because people are got somewhere to be.
What do you mean, you people?
I don't like the way you said you people. Oh man, I don't know about doing this.
Dang, did you wrap that?
I did not.
Oh.
This is secure, man.
Very secure.
I did a
I had it dropped, shipped.
I want to. Yeah, my. I have mine. No, I don't. Talk among yourself.
I'm still waiting for the next episode, by the way.
Yeah, I think that's something that we could. I think that's something we should do for the patrons.
It's many hours on how much I hated Hobbs and Shaw. Boy, that's 2 hours of my life I'm never getting back.
Did you make Hobbs and Shaw? Yes. Worth it. What did you call you?
Basically, if you're teaching a class about contrast and how to be like, okay, this is how you do good pacing, then you show the 2 episodes that we've seen of The Mandalorian. Then now let me show you pacing. Hobbs and Shaw.
Can you confirm that's true enough for me?
Go ahead.
I heard that character in the movie is his sister, and they have a flashback, and they're like they're the same age.
That is 100% accurate.
But like he's like 1,000 years older than her. Yeah, alright.
He's like, you remember when we were kids? Still the
Same age.
God. That's like money.
You know what? If they still have an action figure, I'm
Well, apparently a super awesome robot cybernetic man who's awesome. His only weakness is fighting 2 dudes at once. 2 normal dudes.
He's Black Superman.
If you need team up at the same time, that's what I'm saying.
All you have to do is hit it with your huge, performancely enhanced fist, Dwayne Johnson.
Yeah, I'm glad you're interested in people. Take it.
I just hope they hear the audio because I switched to a different view so that people could see this. You know what? Just to be safe, I can always do this. Maybe not. Well, maybe not.
I should be able. What's it now? The fan me. Something fan me. And it's like double. I have to take it off.
Really took care.
It did. That's also what makes me feel like this is super important. Because last time I received something wrapped up like this, it was the artwork from Daytona, and it's still wrapped up.
It's actually just a portrait of Dustin going to Hollywood. One of those Western.
Like I can't sure I'm like going down rapids.
It's like yeah.
Holy. Really?
Up.
I didn't know that down.
Don't keep us in suspense, bro.
How long? Legit. I'm gonna have to get this. I want to buy a nice frame for this. It's oh, my camera. Oh, where's the camera? That's it. It would be distracting, but now. No. Malls. Back on. Yes. Good. Yeah. Or there. Oh, it's I think it's. Can I get that in? It's like on He-Man, but it's like sun. Like legit sun, and then there's a message. Is it showing up?
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, it's showing up.
And not back.
No, it's good.
I'm going to have to buy like a seat flying for this thing, man. This is sick. What did you do to get this?
He said he was sending some other stuff in there. So there might be something else in there.
This is like chick. Make sure it didn't accidentally. Something behind. Okay, it's not that. Well. But man, how do you keep that? Okay, not that. Not there. There's just a little thing. It must be behind this. There's something else. I don't wanna. It's just sick. This is like the sickest artwork.
Picture of him of Lion-O and He-Man. Picture. It's from the Lion-O and He-Man crossover that Freddie Williams did, and crossover that Freddie Williams did, and thought it was appropriate, and I thought it was appropriate.
I don't know what to say, man. I don't even say, man. I mean, thank you. I did not do anything whatsoever to this.
I would disagree. I would disagree. So much time and effort into the show, and the artwork, and so editing, and the show, and so the artwork, honestly, and editing, and you honestly, you know, you just as much of the heart of the soul of
podcast is
just as much of the heart and soul of the inception. So
I greatly appreciate you, man. I greatly appreciate you, man.
Well, you know what? We should man. I mean, not just from the show. I mean, just from everything. Just from everything. I mean, not just. I mean, it's not just like it's just the friendship that we've made from. I mean, I just don't have words. It's that was part of the scary. That was part about like trying to come to terms with having a what to say because I did not want to ruin the friendship.
No, I understand.
And I was scared. Oh, you were totally put on right here. Oh, wait, okay. Let me show that to you. No. I've never known what I've heard of it. There's a I'm sorry.
Oh, wow. Nice. Oh, wow. Nice.
Harley.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool.
Wow.
Oliver.
Wow. I gotta say a big thank you. To Freddie. I gotta say a big thank you. I told him that I wanted to do something special for you. I told him that I wanted to do something special for you, and this meant to us, and what he said that he would and get it in the mail, and he would send something special along as well. So that was all him. Something special along as well. So that was all him.
I tell you what, take some really good photos and put them up the show. I know photos,
Is awesome.
Yeah.
Is awesome.
It's just crazy. That's just crazy. Yeah, bad. Just bad. Orchid looks pretty good. Orchid looks pretty good. Just really.
Yeah, I can't wait to read that. I can't that comment. Wait to read that comic. Oh man. Oh man.
Man.
I tell you, he is made. I tell you, he draw He-Man and the Thundercats and just draw He-Man and the Turtles, the Thundercats. It pretty much just that crossover as well is just so awesome. Pretty much that crossover as well is just so awesome.
Burning with it. So. Absolutely. Yes.
It worked out. I'm glad you like it. So. I'm glad you like it. So.
Please remind me to.
What's that? Yeah, he has Twitter, Facebook. Yeah, he has on Twitter more than the other stuff.
Okay. I want to make sure to tag this. But
yeah. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Jeez. What now?
Well, all right. So, we made the announcement. All right, so that was the big burning announcement that we've been keeping under wraps. We've been keeping under wraps. Next season. We'll probably. We might still do seasons. I'm not really sure how. We might still do seasons. I'm not really sure how.
I'm not editor, Bo. I'm not anything like that. So I was playing around that. So earlier in this week, you guys might have seen me around this week on Geek. Earlier in this week, that was me testing the live podcast streaming through our podcast hosting service. We use Podbean to host our podcast. We use Podbean to host our podcast. So I might try more of that because that interface is really cool. Streaming as far as streaming. That's actually what I was going to use to stream. That's actually what I was going to use to stream. This episode, but then I realized that we wanted to do some video. That one is mainly just audio from what I've seen. So, at least I'm cheap, and that's what I'm paying for, just the audio portion. So, we might do that. Because it's really cool. You can. Because it's really cool. You can do things live and interact with the callers. Do things live and interact with the callers and. Add people that join even live. I can add people that join live. I can add the stream. I can add people who are watching the stream, like a radio show. Add folks like it's like a radio show. I might try that. Callers. So it seems really cool. I might try that. So we'll see where it goes. So but, we're definitely not done. We're not going away. We're definitely not done. We're not going away. Like Bo and I had talked. Of doing. Of having it be doing Thunder Nerds, having it be and Thunder Nerds, Geek-Men, and Masters of the Thunder Nerds, Thunder Nerds being the key, Masters of the Thunder Nerds, Thunder Nerds being so many people, because that's one of the things that we from that's one of the things that we last 3 seasons is so many people enjoy coming on the show. Last 3 seasons is so many people enjoy coming on the show. And geeking out. They don't have anyone else in their lives where they get to. They don't geek out with anyone else in their lives where they get to geek out with their particular something geekdom, specific. Such a detailed particular level, geekdom, or just such a in general they like to talk about geek stuff. So and not in something where we yeah.
There's so many people that want to get on the show.
Right. Yeah. So I think that'll be a good opportunity. To have a nice have that way. This is getting into the technical behind the scenes sort of look, but I was thinking behind the scenes sort of look, but I was thinking like scheduling conflicts, like kind of I'm scheduling conflicts, gonna release an episode every. Let's just throw out an arbitrary number. Let's just throw out an arbitrary number. This week so and so isn't available, so but let's see if someone else isn't available. So we want to do a deep dive on the Mandalorian. Let's get this. We want to do a deep dive on the Mandalorian, and let's get this on it. Star Wars fan, the Mandalorian fan, on it, or. Let's do a deep dive on, get our Turtle Loving Pals in here to talk about Turtle episodes, stuff like that. So there's just a potential to do a lot and expand the channel and expand this podcast for more. So tell us what you'd like to see, I guess. Tell us what you'd like to see. I guess. Yeah. And I definitely have been thinking about ways to expand the Patreon. Definitely have been thinking about ways to expand besides just the behind the scenes, the early access portion as well, and stuff like that. Besides just maybe like the scenes, the early access, either like episode breakdowns or TV shows or. Of something, but you would be interested to hear what you guys want. Would be interested to hear what you guys. What would cause you to want? Join. What would cause you to join? Join a patron. What would make you join? Our patron. A patron. Join to our patron. Would see something specific? What would that specific thing be? See something specific. And what would that specific thing be? And in the comments or hit us up. Comments or hit us up.
Have patrons actually being able to live shows in.
Yeah.
And they're the ones that did.
Yeah. Definitely thought about that as well. Yeah. Definitely thought about that as well. That's that part. Now I guess that's that part. Now I guess. Or do you want to move into the anyone else Mandalorian spoilers? Or do you want to move into the Mandalorian spoilers?
Yes, and I actually sing. I may not much longer. I have weekend this weekend. I'm so sorry if I have to talk soon, but so on and we'll forward to being on the podcast. It's been incredible. I'm so thankful to Bo, Dustin, invited me and this is from really as a family. He gets thunder. So I just have to go. Of course, this thing's about we're just geeking out. We're doing the show. Clear with you guys. Clear time a couple of times, which I think that limits the authenticity, you know. So. But Star Wars, and I'm ready to be one with the force people for you guys and close out of the season 3, and much love to all.
Yeah, thanks for joining us. Yeah, thanks for joining us.
I will be seeing you soon.
The Dark Bard James Matthew Byers is in the house. The Dark Bard James Matthew Byers is in the house. Yes. Yes. Yes, yeah, he does. Excellent voice. I'm super jealous, and I'm just super jealous, and the thought of like trying to talk into a mic, while he's talking into a mic on the same airspace is a little intimidating. He's got a great voice.
Listeners go.
Be like, who's that Dustin guy? Who's that Dustin guy? Get him off. God. I'm gonna have to I don't know. Work so hard on my voice. I'm so hard on my voice. I'm Dustin Skylar Yoke, a phonic bard. A phonic bard.
Get him for that too. We know what the spoiler is. We know what the spoiler is. Everybody's been talking.
Well, you know what? That's one of the things I wanted to say real quick. Until today was the first day that I saw anything in my main feed about the Mandalorian. Everyone's just been saying it's great. Everyone's just been saying it's great. And the pictures have just been about general stuff. The pictures have just been about general stuff. Today I saw something. But then today was the first day I saw something that now, if you have not seen The Mandalorian, and do not want spoilers, we are going to give you a 5 count. We are going to give you jump off and then come back and watch the stream later. Or rewatch the whatever. You know what we're doing. Whatever. Gonna give you a 5 count. We're doing. And then it's the internet. For goodness sakes, we're gonna be talking all kinds of Mandalorian stuff. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh my gosh!
1.
Mandalorian!
Take his helmet off in the first 5 minutes.
No, that's something that I really like. Is like, do you really not take your helmet off? Because that was something that growing up they were like, take their helmet off. And that was like, take their helmet off. And that was like one of the things that I liked about that. And then of course, Jango Fett's his helmet every 5 seconds. And it's like, dude, your face is cool. It's all scarred up. Put your helmet back on. Put your helmet back on. You're a Mandalorian. It's like I don't know. I think it worked for Jango, but man, this one is just so good. It's so good. And you know what?
Yeah.
Surprisingly enough, is it's well written enough to where just a slight turn of the head or a way to the silence. You can almost you're still feeling emotion from his character.
That's how you do it. That's another reason you're doing a good Western. Nobody go a good 10 minutes for that. Anybody say anything, heavily involved.
Yeah.
I think that second episode, nobody said that first 10 minutes.
It certainly felt, there was great portions of that where... There was... Okay, so here's one contrast. April was like, what? It's only 30 minutes. Was like second episode 30 minutes, right? Second episode, first episode it was like 43ish, 45ish, it was like 40ish, 45ish, somewhere around that mark. And it's like they had to end on that cliffhanger. Otherwise, the next 30 minutes didn't make sense. I think the show will be 40ish, 45 minutes long, 45 an hour long to an hour. The way those two, it wouldn't have worked combined as well as it did separate. So it made sense releasing in the same week. Because you got a big cliffhanger each time. It was broken up the way it was the storytelling, the way it was storytelling flowed so nicely. And holy moly! Let's start with the first episode. Let's start with the first opening scene. The bar fight. They've showed it online. So it's not a huge spoiler. But that bar fight was so sweet.
Again, they had all the trademarks.
Right. Like, you spilled my drink, and then it was a trope. It was a trope, but it was cool. It was a trope, but it wasn't like a standard. I'm going to shoot you with a blaster. No, he cut you in half with a door.
And he did. I was so excited when they did the patented hit show.
Oh yeah. The way he leaned and then
just straight up, and I was like,
just from the hip, and leaned into it so hard into that thing. It was so hard into that thing. It was like beautiful. Lean. It was just like lean. Loved it. And I'm pretty sure he took that dude's knife, whipped his arm around, and then stabbed him in his own butthole. Did you see how? That's what it looked like. I've watched that scene three times out. It's just like 4 or 5, considering I also watched the preview on little video online. But it looks the way he spins that dude's arm around and jams the knife. It could be his leg. But I'm telling you, the way that dude is positioned, it looks like he's stabbing that dude's knife into his butthole. It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
They made the Star Wars Holiday Special canon because they kind of mentioned.
Yeah. Well.
And I was like, oh my god,
it's
canon. Nobody can.
It's sort of not canon. Favreau is saying he wanted another holiday special, but Disney hasn't approved it yet. The other thing they did that Nick Nolte's character rides. It was in the Endor movie. Did you see that?
Yeah, there's a lot of little things, and it's I don't know. There's not enough time to keep praise on the show. Jon Favreau, they lock him down.
Well, I think he's
done so much for them.
Yeah, it's beautiful. So it's just moving through the episode. That's amazing. The fight's amazing. The ship's amazing. The fact that they're actually talking about Beskar is awesome. That was a big thing in Expanded Universe where in the Expanded Universe, Boba Fett never had Beskar armor. And they were like, if you had Beskar armor, it wouldn't have gotten melted in the you would have been fine. And all that stuff. And they made ships out of Beskar because they started getting into the war and all this stuff. It was this whole storyline, and it was awesome with how they did that. And I loved the whole conversation that they did with Beskar, and the fact that they're bringing it in is exciting. So I like the fact that he's like, okay, I'm armoring up now, and the fact that they're working on his armor as he's going. It's so cool. I dig that.
It's like he's leveling. It's very much like a video game. He's leveling up at the show.
It really is. I mean, they've already sort of spoiled it. He's in full shiny armor. Which is all like full. So it's like he obviously he's gonna get there. But yeah, it really does.
really, really good. They've already hit all the marks to tell you, like, check more. You totally win at this game.
Yep.
Maybe they can work on it now. It's like a huge hit.
Yeah, I hope so. I hope it's already in development. Because I want to play it now.
It's been escort mission.
It would be awesome. What else is there to talk about in episode 1? There's that. Oh, the scene where he's standing off against the Empire. They're like, we got you 4-1. I like those odds. We got you 4-1. He's like, I like those odds. It's just like, I like them too. You do. I like him too.
Just process what you said a minute ago. It was an escort mission, and then the freaking when they go to the fort or whatever fight that was straight up horde mode mission.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, like protect the door, you know.
Yes, it was.
God. Sorry. My brain.
Second episode would have been the mini boss.
Mini boss. Yep. Jeez. It's a video game.
I dig it. So, I dig it. The big reveal. So let's just get to it. Deal with it. Because I have a few comments still about episode 1. After we.
Yeah, the internet built him, Baby Yoda.
Yeah, we will. To be fair, everyone's argument. It's not Baby Yoda. Everyone's argument. It's like, yeah, we get it. It's like, yeah, we get it. He doesn't have a species yet. We don't know it. He doesn't have a species yet. We don't know it. That's fine. So call him. That's fine. Call him Baby Yoda. I don't care. He's the same species as Yoda and Yaddle. He's the same species as Yoda and Yaddle. And so the implication of the fact that spoilers. Well, we've already gone this. In episode 2, we've already gone. He can use the Force already at 55 years old and sort of tiny little baby child thing. Means that all of his race is Force sensitive. So either they are rare, or they're being hunted, and that's why they're rare. Or here's another thing. Here's another thing. Dr. Zhivago guy, or whatever his name is. In episode 1, I was reading something, and someone pointed out that the patch that he has on his arm is Camino symbol. So it could mean that he's a cloner class, and that could mean that is a clone, and that could mean of like Yoda or Yaddle or well, Yoda. Yeah.
Maybe it actually is Baby Yoda.
But then someone was like, based on the age, it was born sometime in the like around episode 1 or something.
Did he ever visit the facility?
Yoda didn't. Well, Yoda did actually. Yoda didn't. In episode 2. Yoda did actually, because he went to go get the clones. Episode 2, because he.
Interesting.
Yeah. So it could be a clone of Yoda. Or it could be.
Or wasn't it Count Dooku that initiated the order or whatever?
Well, and it depends on what's canon and what's not canon, because I think in the Clone Wars they did go over that the dude that they said go ahead.
I can't remember what
Sifo Dyas. Apparently,
he was the one that like initiated it or whatever. When Obi-Wan showed up, that would make sense because he was Yoda's apprentice.
Yeah, apparently Sifo Dyas actually did exist. It wasn't Tyrannus. It wasn't Tyrannus posing as him, or Darth Maul posing as Sifo Dyas. Apparently, there was a dude. And they treaded over that in the Clone Wars. So it could be awesome. Because now here's another thing. Like, what if Yaddle and Yoda were the last of his species? We'll find out in this, hopefully. And that was the only way to
that was the only way to make it live on. Was to clone. That would be cool.
Maybe they got it on.
Maybe they did. Maybe Yoda and Yaddle got it on. And that was their baby. Yeah, they did.
Because we never found
out. Yeah, they did. Some comic book. She died. And that's when Jocasta knew. Yeah, she died. Yeah, on some planet. On some planet, and Jocasta knew took over. Like Jocasta. She didn't like Jocasta. Cram it. Hey, you know what? I liked Yaddle a lot better than Jocasta. Jocasta got a little snobby and uppity with my man Obi-Wan. So a little snobby and uppity she wasn't open to things. Obi-Wan. So the fact that she wasn't open to things. That's not being negative. That's just being like you're a bad person for not being open-minded. That's not being negative. That's just being like you're a bad person.
Well, here's the thing. So we have all these possibilities.
Yeah.
So I've heard Jon Favreau. He's talked about Red. Jon Favreau is talking about how it's interesting because the show is going to have. This is just like one arc of the ship. There's going to be different arcs, and this was one of the ones he wanted to introduce early on.
Yeah.
So I'm very interested to see how you even wrap up this arc. What is?
Well, first of all, the implications are if it's not a clone of Yoda and it's just another of the species like an offspring, everyone in that species is apparently everyone in that species is apparently extremely force sensitive in the Star Wars universe. Is three that we've seen is force sensitive. That's insane. That's insane. Then again, of course, if they're all in the same family, we just didn't know that much about it. Like maybe Yoda and Yaddle were sister, no one ever knew. Because the Skywalkers all have. If it's all the same lineage, maybe again that's Yaddle's son. Maybe he's Yaddle's son. If it's a boy, if it knows what it is, who knows what it is. But Yodel. This is Yoda, Yaddle, and Yodel. This is Yoda, Yaddle, and Yodel. That would be funny.
When he pulls out his little baby lightsaber for the first time.
I think about the picture that some artist did of like a young Yoda, and he has like this, top knot, and he's holding his lightsaber, and he just looks like super BA and ready to take on anyone. Can you imagine a young Yoda fighting Yoda, but I digress. The other thing is, I heard a rumor. And that's the thing. Smaller, less wrinkles, still gray hair. Did you notice that?
Yeah. They just naturally have the hair.
Yeah. Which, alright, that's fine. But that's fine. Actually, no, because Yaddle had red hair. Yaddle had red hair.
How long before do you think it'll be before they put out like?
Oh.
They already have warehouses full of
right. Right. Everyone's ready to buy them too. Everyone's ready to buy them too.
This year, it's out.
And it's going to be the hottest toy.
It's ready.
And it's going to be the hot.
Get baby Yodel.
Yep.
And it'll come in that little egg. You can open it up.
Oh, yep. And it has like has a drone in it, so it kind of hovers.
Oh, you know those like the little hawk. Oh, you know those like would balance hawk things that like would balance hawk things that would balance or whatever. The little hawk things that would balance or whatever. It would be like that, or like with one of those magnets. It would be like that, or like that with one of those magnets. Yeah, but
it made me giggle every time in the episode, especially the second episode. Every time I giggled when he would pick the baby up, put it back constantly.
Yeah, that is when I fell in love with the baby. Is when he getting out and trying to heal Amanda. He walked up and just with his little arm outstretched.
He's like, what? No. He's like, what? No.
Oh, I think the part that was the best was. I think the part that was the best was
causing all the fuss.
And then it's the thing that was
swallowing a
causing all
frog
the fuss.
whole.
And then he's like, spit that out.
It's just like gulp, smile.
And he's like, spit that out.
And it's just like gulp, that little laugh. It's like, oh man.
It's just like that little laugh.
That's great.
It's like, oh man.
It's hard not.
That's great.
God, I don't want to say, because Jon Favreau wrote it, and it was in the thing. If it was manufactured, it's like manufactured. It's like Coca-Cola. It's so good. It's so good. Do not care that it's manufactured because it's so perfect.
Right.
It's just so. It's just
right.
It should be.
Right.
And I love it. I wouldn't mind having a little. I wouldn't mind having a little like a thing of something on my desk of
For sure, Yoda's been one of my. For sure, Yoda's been one of my. Right into me.
Ironic. They tapped.
And that was something that James was saying earlier that Yoda and Boba Fett were some of his favorite characters. That was how I was too. That was how I was too. They got Yoda and Boba Fett.
They got Yoda and Boba Fett.
Well, not Boba Fett, but Yoda and a Mandalorian.
Well, not Boba Fett, but Yoda and a Mandalorian.
Yeah, you wrote directly to me in this.
Yeah, you wrote directly to me in this.
Somebody said it was kind of like that comic Wolf and Cub, where it's going to be like that. But also that's just a Western trope where the gunslinger, the lone gunman walks into town and he's tasked with having to take care of a kid, or
he does things that I've always wanted to see, like somebody disintegrating some jobs.
Oh God.
Yes.
Oh God. Yes. That's what I was desperately. Yes. That's what I was. I did not want to see Mace Windu die the way he did. I did not want to see Mace Windu die the way he did. I wanted Boba Fett to rocket in a pack through the window and then disintegrate Mace Windu. That's what I wanted to see in Episode 3.
That's what I wanted to see in Episode 3.
I did not want to see him get electrocuted. I wanted Anakin to look at him and see him.
And I wanted Anakin.
So that way, when he looked at him, he could say
no disintegrations.
In episode 5, and it would be like,
oh, from the time he disintegrated Mace Windu.
But apparently, Mandos are known for disintegration. Mandos are known for disintegration.
That flamethrower. That was.
Oh yeah.
Jon Favreau.
Oh yeah.
Let's take it that. I was like, I straight up imagine Jon Favreau sitting in that.
Yeah, that whole scene when they're negotiating. That whole scene when they're negotiating is
my stuff.
Oh, I love it.
It's my stuff.
While I enjoyed that episode, frustrated.
For what?
Really bad. Because I was
for what?
Just because I was so mad with him. The character. It's like, you mean to tell me you jacked all my things, and then when I tried to take it, I couldn't because there's moving castle, and now you're gonna make
crawling fortress. Yeah, but that's the thing that I do like about it. But that's the thing that I do like about it. They did. I love that reference. They did. I love that reference. But that's the thing that's kind of cool about him is he's not invincible. That's kind of cool about him is he's not invincible and he still has a lot to learn and upgrade. Not like the top tier bounty hunter like Boba Fett is, where he always gets the bounty. He's good. And you can tell he's good. And you can tell he's good. But in every scene where he gets into a fight, he's getting shot. And it's a good thing he has armor. And it's good thing he has armor because it's like, bouncing off of him and stuff. And
I mean, granted though. Let's be honest here. Let's be real honest. If I gotta say, Mando's the better bounty hunter than old Boba Fett. The only thing I ever seen Boba Fett do was mess up.
I do have to admit, I haven't read any of this stuff. I have Shadow of the Empire is actually reasonably comparable. He does deliver. He doesn't give up a Han when Dad shows up. But
for someone who's never read the comics,
it's not movie canon. It's not movie canon.
Just watching the movies.
Missing wildly.
Missing wildly. He didn't even catch Han. Like Darth Vader got him and tortured him, and then put him over that. I guess you could have him. I guess you could have him. And then when it comes for combat operations, defeated by a blind man.
It's gonna be funny. It's gonna be funny. I wonder. After a while, like who is it? Everybody's favorite Mandalorian?
Yeah, I mean, if they okay, so. I mean, in episode 1, someone pointed out an Easter egg that there's a dude in that tunnel as he's walking towards the forge that looks an awful lot like Boba Fett. And if that's true, that would be awesome. If he eventually showed up, survived the Sarlacc pit, like the expanded universe he did, and like sort of works with him, that would be awesome. That would be awesome. I think people would have some sort of ground to stand on, But if the new Mandalorian, you know, the show going, it's going to be hard for people not to surpass Boba Fett. And
if they did that, then that would definitely. I would never make fun of Boba Fett.
Right.
If they were redeem it and be like,
crawled out of the Sarlacc, that would be.
And then do like a co-op bounty episode, you know, where he's like there and he's like,
oh my god,
like, hey, be like, do a bounty with me, you know,
right?
And you only need
right.
Have that and have that living legend thing, and that would be
right.
really cool.
Right. Yeah, and just like the entire episode, he's talking about how you're crap. Like, seriously, you did this, you're crap. You got seriously, get better, son. You're crap. You gotta get better. You gotta get better at that. And he's just basically crapping on him the whole episode. And then finally, like, he does something, and then finally saves Boba Fett, and then, you know, behind Boba Fett's like, okay, you know, you've earned my respect. Or
what if they do the episode? Boba Fett's in there, and he is the worst bounty hunter. He just managed to get by with his ring. Good luck.
I personally don't want that because I love Boba Fett.
He's like Mr. Magoo hunters.
I get what you're saying. I just personally don't want that. I get what you're saying. I just personally don't want that. That would suck for me.
I'm sorry.
But no,
yes.
The show's definitely
yes.
I don't want to knock on the movies, but we're taking type of risk. Because it's obviously paying off.
Is it really a risk? I mean, I don't know.
10 million people signed up for Disney Plus.
I signed up specifically for Mandalorian. I was not going to buy Disney Plus.
I think a lot of people did sign up just watch the Mandalorian.
And it's like,
I think everybody choose. They wanted access to Star Wars. They want to watch the Mandalorian. They want these stories that they've been wanting. They kind of want Skywalker.
Well, I actually love the Skywalker saga. I love the Skywalker saga. I don't think they've carried the Skywalker saga as successfully in the Skywalker saga as successfully in the new one. They haven't pulled the right thread. It doesn't. They passed the torch in the first episode and didn't successfully pass the torch because they're like, the classics take over the screen, and you don't have any love for the new characters. That's kind of the point. You can't pass the torch without having the old ones on there. Pass the torch at the end of the episode. You know, they wanted to establish right away and have people love them off the bat. But get the classics on there in the first episode 7. Episode 7, you can have some of them die off. And or 9. Obviously, 9. Carrie Fisher's gone. Carrie Fisher's gone in peace. And then for episode, or 7 or 8, episode 9, you wrap it up, and by then have had 3 movies to fall in love with the new characters because you've had 3 movies and general genuine moments with the classic characters and the new characters to pass that torch, show their worth and show their worth, character building, and they could have done character building, and they could have done the first one, and they just forced rather than trying to genuinely build it rather than trying to genuinely build it, because they wanted to make it all about the new ones. So I think it's harder for people to say this is the Skywalker saga, and it's Skywalker saga. It's like, really? Because I haven't really seen a Skywalker. I mean, then it's like, I guess you can say that's a Skywalker. I mean, it's not really a Skywalker. It's not really a Skywalker.
It's so reliant on the history of it. I think. I think that's where the show succeeds. They're not expecting any of the old history. If it shows up, it's going to be because it's like a treat. It's like a treat. It's like it's related to it. It's pulling from it. It's not relying.
Well, or like little Easter eggs, like Salacious Crumb getting roasted.
Yeah, like that. Things like that. It's more of like, hey, we have these things, playing with them and respecting them. We respect the universe, and we want to tell a whole story in this universe. But we don't want to rely on everything.
Well, and that's the thing.
We don't want to read.
And that's the thing. Disney did say.
These side movies like stuff are doing Solo, Rogue One and stuff. I think those are more successful Star Wars movies in my mind than the main trilogy. I mean, it's pretty even.
Yeah. Well, Solo didn't do great in the theater, but that's because people were protesting. And that's unfortunate because people were protesting Last Jedi, and they said they were voting with their wallets. So many people that I've talked to, I didn't like the Last Jedi, so I'm voting with my wallet and not going to Solo. And it's unfortunate because I think Ron Howard did an excellent job with Solo. Everyone did a great job. I mean, a lot of people said they didn't care for Aldrich Killian as I think that's how you say his name, as Solo. But watching that movie, I see him as better. He seems better. And here's what people keep forgetting. They're looking for straight up Han Solo. But here's a kid. He said. It's the opposite. He's jaded. Before he's jaded. Seeing how truly garbage the world is. That's how I look at it. That's how I look at it. As he's flying the ship, or as he's about to pull off a heist, he's like, I've got a really good feeling about this. But the Han Solo that everyone else knew would say, I've got a bad feeling about this. That's like the trademark thing. He's cynical. Doesn't really trust people. And that's not what this is all about. He trusted. What's his face? I'm blanking on his name. White man can't jump. Zombie. Woody Harrelson. Thank you. He trusted Woody Harrelson, and he trusted Woody Harrelson turned around and betrayed him.
Tobias.
Tobias is his last name. I don't remember the last name. But yeah, so he's over there trusting Tobias. Gets betrayed and betrayed. And the one constant that he could trust out of that whole thing, including the girl that he grew up with, betrayed him. Is Chewie.
Yeah. And then you realize where he got this is where he got trust issues from. Trust issues where he got his women issues from. This is where it's like, I got it.
And it's just like, I think if we saw Solo 2, we would see a lot different Solo. I think because even his mannerisms and some of the things he was doing was it looked like he was trying to do a decent impersonation, have some of the same mannerisms, grin or Harrison Ford does. It's impossible to do like Harrison Ford and pull it off really well. I mean, Mark Hamill does it really well. I mean, Mark Hamill does a good Harrison Ford now. That's Harrison Ford now, not Harrison Ford as a upbeat kid. Hey, I just got out from childhood, and now I have the whole world at my fingertips. What should I do first? That's sort of the mindset that I was looking at, and so many people just discount it because it wasn't what they wanted, I guess. I don't know. But I loved it.
I think the difference between that is a lot of people. I think a lot of people are seeing The Mandalorian. They're seeing, we can tell all these stories.
Yeah.
Star Wars doesn't have to be about It doesn't have to be about the academy, about the academy, about Jedi. It doesn't have to be about the Republic.
It doesn't have to be,
but it doesn't have to be about this. There's a universe.
Right.
Universe.
Right. And that was something that Disney said. Like that was. I'll give them credit for that. I'll give them credit for they did say they did say we want to discontinue and put it into the Skywalker saga because the Skywalker saga because there's tons of other people. Why would the Skywalkers keep stepping to the forefront? And as far as the universe goes, because the Skywalkers and Solos were the ones that always had a sense of duty and came to the forefront. So that's what I was used to. But it is a big galaxy. There's so many other things going on. Besides what's out there, so it's like I want to see what this Mando's doing. I want to see I want to see all these things. I'm looking forward to seeing the potential that the series brings. There's a rumor that well, this was before I saw episode 1 of Mandalorian, but there was a rumor that it was going to get into Yoda's species, and I think it was in episode 6 or something. I heard that you were going to learn more about Yoda's species, and I was like, that's interesting. And now it's episode 1. So that makes me think, will he return Yoda to his home planet, or who knows? I don't know. Will he turn it in for a bounty, or will he have a conscience and I think that'll be the deciding factor. Will he turn it in? Yeah, because I mean, will he be cold and just after the money, or will he by the time episode 2 is done, he does seem to actually care about the well-being of the child. So will he be like, okay, let's figure out how to turn off this tracking puck, this fob or whatever, and get this kid to safety, so he can live out his life.
Plus, Liam, you brought up a good point. No one person is going to be able to save that kid. I mean, you got to. It's going to take a while to raise them.
Yeah.
So.
Did we lose Liam? I think it's just us. I think Liam. Yeah, it's just the two of us. Liam. We lost him. We'll find Liam.
Wait, man.
Well, it's been fun, and we've certainly geeked out about a lot. I think we've. Is there anything else you want to say about?
No, man. Other than
Mandalorian.
Oh, for the Mandalorian?
Thank
you for telling me about the Mandalorian. I'm hooked.
Yeah, me too.
I'm solid. So I'm good.
Can't wait.
It would take a really hard, deep, crappy turn on that show for me to ditch it.
And even then, I think I would still be holding out hope and watch.
I just feel like, okay, it was that one episode. Let's give it another.
Yeah, for sure.
But that's. I haven't seen anything start out that solid since, man, like Breaking Bad. But like that's just in comparison to another genre. Like, I'm excited about Star Wars again.
Yeah, for sure. So excited. I just want. Literally all I've been able to do. I've been thinking about it, rewatching it, thinking about watching it, and that's not me. Because like I said earlier, there's so much stuff out there. It's.
No, it's nice to have something solid that you do. You look forward to, and you can kind of rely on.
Yeah.
And then you're going to go back to pretty regularly.
Yeah. But
and I hope they keep it constant. I hope it's a good solid, not to crap on Netflix or anything, but something that's regular that it's coming.
Yeah.
Every year at a solid pace.
Yeah. Well, that was one thing. That was one thing that's good because they said they're already like, hey, hello from the set of Mandalorian season 2, and it's like, thank you.
Yeah.
But
yeah, just keep
it's like how long was it before they wrapped season 1? Like how long did it take to wrap season 1 and film it? Is it going to be a lot of stuff to do still? Like they may be on the set filming, but then how long does it need to be in post and all that stuff?
Yeah.
So it could be a ways away. Have it till November, which is on par, but still I want more now.
As long as it's not a Rick and Morty schedule, I love them, but as long as it's not that.
Yeah, it's been rough. Rick and Morty. Being a Rick and Morty fan has been rough, but I guess there was a lot of drama involved with that. So hopefully.
Yeah, they had to work a lot of stuff.
Yeah, hopefully all that's worked out now. Good to go. So. But anyway, I am gonna go sneeze my face off. Again.
That's the sequel to Face Off. Sneeze my face off.
Yeah.
That was a horrible joke, fans. I'm sorry.
You know what? I don't doubt that we could get Nicolas Cage for that.
I'm excited about that Nicolas Cage project, though. He's supposed to be playing himself, trying to get into into a new movie project. It's kind of like a Nicolas Cage's Birdman, I guess.
I thought that was a joke.
No, I think it's supposed to be a real movie project.
It's Nicolas Cage playing himself about a movie about himself.
Talking to like an exaggerated version of himself that keeps trash talking him for doing all these crappy movies.
Wow. Okay. I thought that was a joke. But now I'm so excited for it.
Because he's so good. He's so good when he gets crazy.
I just watched. I just actually rewatched that movie. Gone in 60 seconds. I turned on the TV and it was on. I was looking for Forged in Fire because I wasn't quite ready to go to bed yet. This was a couple weeks ago before Disney Plus was out. Pre-Disney, my life pre-Disney Plus, and I was just like, Forged in Fire is on. All right, well, here's gone 60 seconds. I'll turn that on. I like the song. Green Valley. Anyway, so I was like, I'll listen to this song. And then I was like, ooh, I like this scene. I'll wait and watch that scene and turn it off and go to bed. And I was like, oh, I'll wait and watch this scene. Turn it off and go to bed. And of course, it's on TV, so it has commercials. But I was too lazy to just get up and put the movie in because I own it. I just continued watching on TV with commercials, and it went 2:30 in the morning. Or something stupid like that. It took like 17 hours to watch that movie rather than just get up and put the movie in. It's like I could have watched this in an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. But instead, I chose to watch it over 17 hours thanks to all the commercials. So anyway, but it was I kept every I was like, I'll stay for that scene. I gotta watch that dude blow up that car. I gotta watch that chase scene. Next thing I know,
I gotta watch him do that spin flip.
Yeah. Oh, next thing you know, I gotta watch him with Eleanor. And then, of course, that got me through most of the movie because I thought Eleanor earlier in my memory deceived me. Sure enough, that's like the last 5 minutes of the movie. So. But anyway, did they just release a picture?
On the season?
I think they just released a picture of Tom Welling in a Superman suit. I don't know whether I should look at it or not.
Oh my God! Yes, look at it. Please put it up. Let's get this exclusive. Let's close out the season with this exclusive.
It's some other YouTube channel.
Because I knew if this is true, because I knew they were going to do it because he wasn't in any of the group photos ever. And I was like, he's got it. They're hiding the suit.
Yeah. If they don't, they need to. Holy moly. Let's see.
Fair Weather's fan.
It's from one of those. Another YouTube channel, Emergency Awesome or something. So it could be edited. I can't tell. I'm waiting to get there.
Use a still and not their video, so we don't get. Hey, they're probably not gonna play.
Skip serve. No audio. Oh. Skip trial.
While he's looking this up, everybody that was on the season.
It's been a fun season. This is awesome. And I cannot wait for
last.
Oh, okay. It wasn't Tom Welling. It was what's his face? Wow, I just blanked on his name. Brandon Routh. The thumbnail looked like Tom Welling. Yeah. The thumbnail looked like Tom Welling for a second, and I nearly had a heart attack. So they are. Oh no, they did have this one. I have seen this picture, and it is photoshopped. But it's someone just photoshopped this little graphic in to his video or whatever.
Man, I just realized daylight savings time. It made me. I'm just gonna put my thing because totally killed me and put me in the dark at 5:22 in the afternoon.
Yeah. All right. Well. Anyway, that's been the season. Thanks everyone. Thanks for watching. If anyone watched, then that's fine. Either watch or listen or not. And until next time, I've been Dustin.
I have been Bo.
Have a good one.
Later, guys.
Well, maybe.